Hey guys, Inder this side from 24/7 Everything. Hope you all are doing great. We are again back with another video, and this time it's on Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1. So in this particular video, we'll be going to do the review part of Android 10 Beta 5 with respect to Android Pie Stable 087. So let's begin with that. So at present on my phone, I have installed Android 10 Beta 5, but we will be referring Android Pie 087 side by side. So you can see that Android 10 Beta 5 is Android 10 base stock ROM, and whereas Android Pie 087 is Android Pie base stock ROM. It is both are official version. This is a beta one and that is a stable one. Whereas on beta 1, or I would say Android 10, you will see a security patch level of 5 December 2020. Whereas on Android Pie Stable 087, you will see September 2020 security patch. Aside to that, build date on for Android 10 Beta 5 is December 3rd, 2020. Whereas for the Android Pie, it is August 26, 2020. So this was all for the initial introduction towards both the ROM. Now let's move to the other section. So firstly, we'll be focusing on system. So firstly, we'll move to gestures. So gestures are available on both the versions, but in system navigation, you will see a different, just additional part, that is gesture navigation in terms of Android 10 Beta 5, whereas this is not a part of Android Pie, so this will not be present there. And this is really helpful if you are familiar with the gesture navigation and so on. After this, we'll move to the developers option, but let me show you that how to turn it on. For that, you have to first tap on about phone. Just scroll to the very bottom where you will see build number. Just tap 7 to 8 times. Afterward, it will say you are a developer now. Afterward, you will see this developer options in system section. Just tap it here. So one thing which is common for each and every version, that is just like after turning developer option, do turn the USB debugging on, because this is really a vital part. In debugging section, you will see one more thing, which is game driver preference. This is only available in Android 10 beta. This will not be available in Android Pie. So this is again a upper edge on Android 10 beta side with respect to latest security patch and so on. And aside to that, if you want to know more about this particular thing, I have already created a video in the past, and I'll be sharing the URL in the description box below so that you can go over afterward. Now let's move to the drawing section, which is again common for both the versions. So this is a drawing section. Here we will be discussing three options. One is Windows animation scale, transition animation scale, and animator duration scale. So I always suggest you to set all the three scales to 0.5x so that your transition between I would say screen or application would be quite faster, and it will feel like your performance is really boosted. Now let's scroll to the very bottom where you will see this theming section, and again let me emphasize, this is only available in Android 10 Beta 5, and this will not be available in Android Pie 087. So this is really cool. Like firstly, it will provide you accent color. So this is a device default color. Let me change it to black. So now it will be changed here and system wide. Aside to that, headline or body font. So again, it is selected as device default. Let me change to Noto Serif or Source Sans Pro. So it has been changed. Aside to that, icon shape device default. Let me change it to teardrop. So now icon shapes or icon set will be changed to teardrop system wide. Now let me just roll back everything so that from the video's perspective it should look nice. So after developer options, now let's jump into the other part, that is security. So in this, be it PIN, pattern, password swipe, all are working absolutely fine on both the versions, be it Beta 5 or Android Pie Stable 087. Aside to that, fingerprint scanner and face unlock is also working fine on both the version. But in Android Pie 087, when I did review, I do see I would say little bit latency in terms of both the things, be it fingerprint scanner or face unlock. So in Android 10 Beta 5, it is quite fast as compared to 087. So after security section, now let's move to the storage section. So there is like in both the versions, be it Beta 5 or Android Pie Stable 087, it is working absolutely fine, be it for internal storage or external storage, be it like SD card and so on. And aside to that, USB preferences are also working fine on both the versions. So by which you can connect your phone with PC or laptop and send data from mobile to PC or laptop, or from PC or laptop to mobile. So after storage section, now let's move to the sound section. So on Android Pie 087, the sound quality is quite good as compared to any beta versions for the Android 10 base. So on Android 10 Beta 5, the sound quality is little bit better with respect to beta 1, 2 and 3. It is almost same like beta 4, but again there is an improvement of 30 to 40% from the Asus like side. But again, if you are facing really very poor quality sound at your side, then I'll be sharing a URL in the description box below where I have created a video in the past that how to fix the sound quality on any of the beta version, be it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this will surely work. So you can follow that, and by that way you can like get rid of this poor sound quality. So after sound quality, or I would say sound section, now let's move to display. Although there is nothing major in this section, only a common part, that is lock screen display. So on both the versions, be it Android 10 Beta 5 or Android Pie stable, you will see this show lockdown option. Once you'll turn it on, it will be available in I would say power menu, and if you will turn it off, then it will be hide. Aside to that, when to show, or it is somewhat like ambient display with respect to new notification, these are also working fine on both the versions 087 and Android 10 Beta 5 version. So after display section, now let's move to the battery section. So firstly, we'll discuss about the charging time. So on Android 10 Beta 5, it took nearly about 2 hours and 47 minutes to fully charge the phone from the 0 to 100%. But whereas on Android Pie stable version 087, it took nearly about 3 hours and 5 minutes. So there is a difference of nearly about, I think, 18 to 20 minutes. Now there is a catch with Android 10 Beta 5 version, which I have faced at my side. Like once you have charged your phone to 100%, and afterward if you will restart your phone, you will see a drainage of nearly about 5 to 6% battery. So this is not like present in Android Pie stable 087 version, and this is, I think, because of battery matrix are not refreshing. Even like at least at my side, if you are also facing the same issue in Android 10 Beta 5, then please confirm in the comment section below. And aside to that, now let's discuss about the ideal battery drainage. So in Android Pie 087, I have seen 4 to 5% of batteries draining over a span of 7 to 8 hours, sometime 8 to 9 hours. Whereas on Android 10 Beta 5, it is 6 to 7% over a span of 9 to 10 hours. But again, there is a catch in ideal battery drainage because of those battery matrix refresh. So usually whenever I analyze these things, I do restart phone. And on Android Pie, when I restarted this phone, there was no additional battery drained. But in case of Android 10 Beta 5, sometimes I've seen 5 to 10%, and at one instance, I have seen 20 to 21% additional battery was drained. And again, this is all because of the like battery matrix are not refreshing on Android 10 Beta 5. Now let's discuss about battery consumption with respect to gaming. So for that, I'm just going to open Call of Duty. So by default, I have opened audio and graphics settings. So on both the versions, we were having these medium like graphic quality and high frame rate. So like for analysis part, I usually play 2 to 3 different time 1 hour of gameplay, so that I can gather each and everything and I can provide you on an average battery consumption matrix and so on. So for the Call of Duty, for a 1 hour of gameplay, the battery consumption was 15 to 16%, whereas on Android Pie stable version for the same period it was 19 to 20%. Whereas temperature readings on Android 10 Beta 5 was 19 degree before starting the gameplay and 32 degree as soon as I completed a 1 hour of gameplay. Whereas on Android Pie 087 it was 36 before starting the gameplay and 40 degree as soon as I completed a 1 hour of gameplay. Now main thing is that Android 10 Beta 5 was released in December, which is in winter season, and Android Pie 087 was released, I think, in September, which was on a verge of completing the summer season. So even the, I would say, season or weather also play a vital role in terms of battery consumption or heat generation or temperatures and so on. That's why you will see these changes. Now, apart to this, from a gaming perspective or a gameplay sessions, I haven't seen a bit lag on both the versions. The gameplay was butter smooth, so lag free and so on. Now after Call of Duty, now let's jump into the Free Fire. So again, on both the versions, this was a graphic quality that is ultra, and I haven't beta change. It is all whatsoever whenever you will be installing it on both the versions, on the basis of your available hardware specification, it will select. So although this is a very lightweighted game, that's why it is selecting by default as a ultra graphic. So again, same thing. I have played 2 to 3 different time 1 hour of gameplay, and on the basis of that, I'll be sharing my analysis. So on Android 10 Beta 5, the battery consumption was 8 to 9%, whereas on Android Pie 087 it was 10 to 11%, which is almost 1 to 2% more as compared to Android 10 Beta 5. And again, the temperature readings on Android 10 Beta 5 was 19 before starting the gameplay and 29 degree as soon as I completed a 1 hour of gameplay. Whereas on Android Pie 087, before starting the gameplay, the battery temperature was, or I would say the temperature was 36 degree, and as soon as I completed a 1 hour of gameplay, it was 38 degree. So again, the same thing, weather or season on both the versions do matter. And aside to that, again, no lags faced while playing the gameplay. Gameplay was smooth, or I would say butter smooth. So after battery matrix, now let's jump into the connected devices. So in connected devices, I usually test two things. One is Bluetooth device and another are screencasting. So Bluetooth is working absolutely fine, be it for file transfer or audio via Bluetooth device, and this is applicable for both the I would say option, be it Android 10 Beta 5 or Android Pie Stable 087. Aside to that screencasting, it is also working fine on both the versions, but there is a catch. It is only able to connect with Intel based laptop rather than any AMD based laptop at my side. So all in all, both these things are working. And after connected devices, now let's jump into the network and internet. So firstly, Wi-Fi calling. Again, it is only available for Jio, yet not available for, or I would say not yet available for Airtel yet on both the versions. So not even sure whether it will be available for Airtel in coming days on any of the Pi or Android 10 or not. Aside to that, native video call and call recorder both are missing on both the versions, be it Android 10 Beta 5 or Android Pie Stable 087. Last thing on this particular session is, or I would say section is, status of Wi-Fi connectivity, mobile internet, SMS calls. So all these four settings are working absolutely fine on both the versions, be it Android Pie, or Android Pie 087 or Android 10 Beta 5. So there is no problem in it at all. So after network and connection, now let's move to the quick settings. Again, all the available settings, be it simple, advanced, minor or major, on both the versions are working absolutely fine. You will see one or two settings more on Android 10 Beta 5 as compared to Android Pie Stable 1. But again, whatsoever has been provided is working absolutely fine without any glitch. Now let's talk about the default apps perspective. So usually on default apps, I usually test FM radio, so it is working fine on both the version, be it on Android 10 Beta 5 or Android Pie Stable version, that is version 087. After this, now let's move to the play protection certification. So in this, like on both the versions, be it Android 10 Beta 5 or Android Pie 087, device is certified, so there is no catch with it, so it is working absolutely fine. People do complain, it is only for it is like it will show device is not certified if your bootloader is unlocked and you have flashed stock ROM afterward. Now let's discuss about the status of camera to API. So it's good that on all the beta version, be it beta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on for the Android Pie, or sorry, Android 10, you will see level 3 support by default. Whereas on Android Pie, this is not applicable or this is not provided by default. But if you have enabled by yourself manually, then that will surely be there. And aside to that, status of Widevance certification. So at my side on both the version, it is showing me L3. So if it is L1 at your side, then it will be available as an L1 on both the versions. So there is no problem with that. Now let's discuss about stock camera. So frankly speaking, I hardly use stock camera on both the versions, but as per my whatsoever I have used, so I'll be discussing my analysis on the basis of that. Firstly is that camera UI on Android 10 is really very good, or I would say far better than the Android Pie base. But in certain cases, you will see the picture quality or video quality good on Android Pie 087, in some cases in Android 10 Beta 5. And so, like on Android 10 Beta 5, I have seen some random crash or error, but that was when few apps were running in the background. But again, because this is a beta version, so we can't compare it as a full stable version. But again, Asus has tried to streamline it and it is working absolutely fine in terms of other things. Now, apart to this, Google Cam, or I would say Gcam, that is 7.x ported. So this is working absolutely fine except this slow motion. If you want to use it on Android Pie, then you should manually enable the camera to API at your side, and you can find that particular in the video links as well. That will be in the end of screen or end of the video. So by that way you can enable camera to API on Android Pie as well. And so basically this particular portrait ROM will work on both the scenario, but by default it is working on Android 10 beta 5 because camera to API is available by default in this version. Now let's talk about the benchmark scores. So firstly I'm going to open Enter2 benchmark score. So these are the Enter2 benchmark score, which is 1,51,338. So these are on Android 10 beta 5, whereas on Android Pie 087 the scores were 1,48,545. So which we can clearly see that Android 10 beta 5 has 2,000 to 2,500 points more. And aside to that, Geekbench 5 scores. So on the basis of CPU, single core score on Android 10 beta 5 is 281, whereas on Android Pie 087 it was 276. Multi-core score on Android 10 beta 5 is 1267, whereas on Android Pie 087 it was 1182. Again, significant changes in, I would say, Android 10 beta 5. Now OpenCL score on the basis of computation engine on Android 10 beta 5 is 443, whereas on Android Pie 087 it is 444. So again, hardly a change of 1 point. Although I won't recommend these scores, but people do ask or viewer do ask, that's why I do cover these things. Now the last part which we need to discuss here is RAM or memory management. So overall RAM and memory management has no issue on both the versions, but sometime in Android 10 beta 5 you can see some glitches, but again those are very minor, or I would say very little, because of the stability as compared to this Pie version, that is 087, which is a stable Pie version, and this is a beta version of Android 10. Now before I wrap up the video, I want to discuss my overall review score with respect to both the versions, but individuality on the basis of their individuality, functionality and so on. So Android 10 beta 5, like I'm giving it as 80 out of 100 because of latest security patch, but on the other side, because of bad battery matrix, it is 80 out, like I have deducted. That's why the overall review score is 80 out of 100. If it is not having bad battery matrix at your side, then you can make it as 85 out of 100 or 90 out of 100. For the Android Pie 087, my overall review score is again 80 out of 100. It is because of slow charging and even the security patch level is somewhat older now. So, but again, 80 out of 100 because of its stability. Now, before I wrap up the video, I want to discuss few bugs with respect to Android 10 beta 5. Like Zenfone logo is back in the login screen. You will see gap between the navigation bar when you will be using gesture navigation, which are the Android 10 based. Aside to that, this home screen wizard is fixed, and I think this has been purposely done by Asus. Then flooded settings, I would say suggestion settings. So whatsoever you will do, this will remain here. Poor sound quality and many more. And aside to that, few common issues on both the versions like random app crashes, social networking sites are not working fine. But these are as per the community rather than at my side. So like these all was bugs with respect to individually on Android 10 beta 5 or commons and so on. So this was all from my side related to the review part of Android 10 beta 5 with respect to Android Pie 087. Hope you like this video. If you really like this video, kindly share this with your friends and family. And apart from this, please subscribe to our channel because this will surely motivate us and boost us to create more videos like this in the coming future. Finally, it's the time to sign off now. Bye for now. Thanks.
Let's sing good night.